Hey guys, welcome back to Chariot Palmistry. My name is Sulab Jain, and in this video we're going to be having a look at the hands of Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin. This is actually a part 2 because I put up a video looking at his hands back in December of 2020. I made a whole bunch of predictions on what I thought was going to happen with the price of Ethereum then. But that's about 3 or 4 years ago. With this new bull run that's coming along in crypto, I thought it'd be a good idea to look at his hands once again, make a new set of predictions as to what I think is going to be going on. So before we do that, let's go back to the previous video and just have a look at the predictions I made then to see if we have a good handle on his energy and what's going on. So this is the first screenshot from that video. We basically said that the Ethereum price rise is going to go up almost parabolic, very similar to 2018. That pretty much happened. I did make a prediction at the time that financial institutions will adopt Ethereum, or there'll be a major financial partnership. What ended up happening then was a lot of layer 2s started to join their blockchain at that point. In March of 2021, I predicted the Ethereum price to fall or to consolidate then. The top at that point in time actually ended up being in the first week of May, so I was off by a couple weeks, so close enough in that one I reckon. Here's the next screenshot from that video. I predicted the price fall to take place in Ethereum after April of 2022. So that was almost exact. I think it was April's Fool's Day when the price just started falling down like a rock. So I think we got a pretty good handle on what was going on with Vitalik at that point in time. Let's have a look at his hands right now just to see what happens. And by the way, let me also say in this video we're not going to be doing a lot of palmistry because we did all that in the previous video. I'll just give you the basics of the lines on his hands and then we'll figure out where the future is with this. The most astounding thing with his hands is he doesn't actually have a Saturn line. He's the first billionaire whose hands I've seen who doesn't have that. He's got a very strong sun line, which means he's not a guy who's interested in making money. He just literally wants to make the world a better place. But what's even more interesting with him is his good karma line gets activated at the age of 35. And he's 30 years old right now. He's already built a groundbreaking company. So in 5 years from now is actually when the good luck starts for him. So with that as background, actually one other thing I should mention here as well, his energy isn't designed or doesn't lead him to be a tech genius or entrepreneur. I pick him as either a healer or as a teacher. I'm not sure which of the two it is just yet because I don't think he's figured out which his path is just yet. At some point in the future, and I think it's going to be after he turns 35, he'll either start up a school or he'll start up like a medical practice or hospital or something like that. But from an energy perspective, we're looking at him as being led either by Jupiter or by Venus. This is Jupiter the teacher and Venus the healer. And it's those two planets mostly that I'll be looking at to make the predictions in this video. So my first prediction is in late March or early April, there's going to be a correction in the price of Ethereum and it'll start to go down at that point. But in May, there's going to be a major rise that will begin then because it's at that time that tropical sun comes into Taurus along with Jupiter and Venus. 3 very strong planets that are harmonious to his energy should start pushing the price of Ethereum up. I wouldn't be surprised if there's talk about an Ethereum ETF coming along at that point. I know they've been saying it for a while since a Bitcoin ETF came around, but they'll really start knuckling down on an Ethereum one in the month or two after that point. So I think the price will go up by a lot in that time frame, and then in mid to late August there should be a correction there. Then in September it should start heading up again. I'm predicting a lot of volatility with Ethereum in the month of October because that's when Jupiter goes retrograde on the 9th of October. But I'm not sure if that volatility is going to push this thing up by a lot or if it's going to push it down. But we should expect some craziness going on at that point. The other really cool thing, just as we're talking about retrogrades, is that Venus does not go retrograde in 2024, which means it's pretty much just a slingshot upwards as far as Vitalik's energy goes. So that's the good news here, in that it's generally pushing this thing up. There is a warning though, and that is I don't think Ethereum's going to be around for the long term. You see, here's another screenshot from my previous video in which I predicted that the price of Ethereum will have to fail 3 times. The first failure is in 2018, that's already happened. The second failure I was predicting in 21-22, which was that bull market. There's going to be a third failure for Ethereum, which is in 25 all the way to 2027. Which means if you're thinking that Ethereum and Vitalik's Energy is going to push you through forever and ever, it may not actually do that. Remember, Vitalik's Energy isn't designed to make Ethereum a long-term project. It should eventually get overtaken at some point. And tentatively speaking, I think that some point is about 5 years from now. So I'll leave you guys with that thought. Vitalik's hands are incredible. I really do like his energy, because he's not a guy out to make a quick buck off people. He's genuinely trying to change the world. So with that note, I'll say thank you guys, and if you do have any questions, put them in the comment section below. Thanks a lot.